Hey guys, welcome back to this week's tutorial. In this week's video, I will be showing you a few hairstyles that I've done in the past. My first hairstyle are just my favorite curls. They're kind of like waves and curls, kind of like a beachy wave kind of, I guess. Anyways, but it's my favorite. And my second and third hairstyles are going to be hairstyles that I've done from like the past. So I actually just went on Instagram and looked at some hairstyles that I've done, and I just picked two that I thought would look good with the rainbow hair. I will be explaining to y'all how to do these hairstyles step by step and showing you the comparison to like when I've previously done the hairstyle. So let's get into it. To start this hairstyle, I've put heat protectant in all of the hair, and I've sectioned the top part off, and I'm starting on the right side. And I just took a chunk just right above the ear. You don't want it to be too big. Next, I take my iron and place the hair in between the barrel and the clip. And then I'm pulling the iron towards me and then twisting it away from the face so that the hair wraps around the iron. And I let it sit for 5 to 10 seconds or just until it feels warm enough. Once it is warm enough, I'm going to twist the iron under and over that section of hair to unravel it, and then I pull the iron towards me again and then wrap the hair around the iron again. And then I'm going to let it sit for 5 to 10 seconds and then unravel and pull towards me and wrap. So just do that until you're almost to the end of the strand. Here's a closer look at what I'm doing with my second strand. I'm doing the same thing starting at the roots, just wrapping the hair around the iron and then letting it sit until it's warm enough. When it is warm enough, just unravel the iron by twisting it under and over the hair. And then moving down the section and wrapping it up again. Now that I'm closer towards the ends of the hair, I'm actually going to do something a little different. Instead of wrapping it up like I am doing here, I'm going to slide the hair through the iron and twist the iron towards me as I'm sliding the hair out to give the ends a bit of a bend. So just do that for the rest of the hair. For the second hairstyle, I'm going to be doing a diagonal looped French braid. It's just this French braid that goes from like one side of the head diagonally across to the other, and it has like loops coming out of the braid on both sides. It's again really easy to do, and I think it looks really good. So to start off, I've brushed all the hair back, and I'm starting on the right side again. I've sectioned this into 3 strands, and I'm going to start a French braid, except this one has a couple of other components to it. So I've already brought 2 strands over into the middle, and I'm starting at the top again, and I'm going to split a little section off of the top strand and bring it in front of the braid so that it's out of my way. This just makes it easier for me to add a new strand into that middle section that I crossed over previously. Now that we have our new section in place, I'm just going to take that little section and bring it back over. Now we're on the bottom section, and I'm going to do the same thing. Split a little strand out and put it somewhere else so that it's not in the way. Add a new section like you would in a French braid and bringing that little section back. Starting at the top again, sectioning out a little bit and bringing the one that we're not using over, and take our little section that we sectioned out earlier and add it into the middle, and then add some new hair in. Then take our little section that we moved out of the way from before and put it back in the right place so that we can start on the bottom section. So same thing with the bottom section, just take a little bit out, move it out of the way, and take the one that's already hanging down and add some new hair to it. Then move the hair that we just sectioned out back in its right place, and then bring the bottom strand over into the middle. For the 2 little strands that are just dangling there, I just leave it there. You can always clip it if you want, but it's just easier for me to leave it there. So we're back to the top section, and I've already taken a little bit of hair out, and because of the way I was holding the hair, that enabled me to be able to just twist my hand to bring that section underneath our new little strand. And then I added more hair in, and then brought the whole section over into the middle, and then put the little section back in its right place. Then I moved on to the bottom section. I'm going to take a little bit of hair out from the bottom strand, moving it out of the way, and then taking that other strand and adding it to the bottom, and also add some new hair. Then bring all of that section into the middle. So you're just going to repeat these steps all the way across the head. Now that I've run out of new hair to add in, I'm going to continue taking a little bit of hair out of each side section and adding the old one in, and then bringing the side sections over. For my third hairstyle, I'm going to be doing a French fishtail that spirals around the head and ends in the middle. This is probably one of my favorite hairstyles ever, and what's funny about this hairstyle is when I posted it like years ago when we used to live in Utah, I had some like hair chalk color in my blonde mannequin head that I had, and it was like there was like barely any color in there, but in my caption it said this is my most colorful hairstyle I've ever done or something like that. And as soon as I saw it, I knew that I wanted to recreate that hairstyle on the rainbow mannequin head. So with hairstyles that I've done in the past, I don't exactly remember how I did it. So I just had to look through my pictures that I had. You're just basically doing a French fishtail, and you know, once you get the hang of it, it's really easy. And yet, like, the end result is like this like fancy, amazing, intricate updo. Now I'm going to show you how to do it so that you can try it out too. To start this final hairstyle, I'm going to section off the front section just from ear to ear, and then I'm going to tie the rest of the hair out of the way. So I have my section here, and I'm starting on the left side this time. Just make sure that you brush all of the hair from that section towards the other side of the head, and then take a slice of hair and split it into two. We're going to be starting a French fishtail, and that's basically what you're going to do all around the head. So I have my two sections, and I'm starting on the left, and I took a little chunk out and I brought it over to the other side, and I'm doing the same thing on the other side as well, just taking a little slice of hair and bringing it to the other side and adding it to the other section. Now that I'm done with my first stitch, I'm just going to go back to that first section, which is on the left, and take out another little chunk, and this time I'm going to add a slice of new hair and bring it to the other side and combine it with the right section. So this entire time you're only supposed to have two sections, just two main sections, and then you'll always be taking out little chunks and then adding new hair to that little chunk and then bringing it to the other side to be combined with the other side. Once I've done a couple of stitches of this, I'm just going to start only adding new hair to the left side, so the section that's closest to the front of the face, and then on the right side I'm just going to be taking a little chunk out and then just bringing it over without adding new hair. So you just want to do that all around the head, and make sure you keep the two sections even. that is all the hairstyles for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I definitely loved recreating a couple of my hairstyles that I've done in the past. Don't forget to subscribe. I am trying to reach to 20,000 subscribers by the end of this year. So if you guys could subscribe and share, that would be great. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye.